Hello, hello. This is Mr. Barr, and this homework deals with functions version A. It's getting you ready for a test, a standardized type of test. So let's go through this homework assignment. Let's see, between week 1 and week 4, it looks like it's going down. This says it decreased. I agree with that. Between 8 and 10, it looks like it's going up. It says going down. No, I disagree. That's not right. Between 12 and 14, looks like it just went steady. Between 12 and 14, it remained the same. Yes, I agree with that. Number 2, let's match the function with the graph. Well, I'm going to start by finding the function for this. The intercept's at 2 and the slope is -3/2. So it's y equals -3/2 x minus 2. Rise over run. There it is. Let's match it up. That matches up with B. They match. So I'm going to encourage you to build the equation and then try to match it up. 3a. Mr. Barr says that this equation matches this graph. Well, Mr. Barr is wrong because it's got a y-intercept at 1, not 3. It should be 1 and then a rise of 3. No, a rise of 2, run of 1. So this is the correct equation. The y-intercept is actually 1. The equation should be y equals 2x plus 1. There we go. So it's B. Number 4. Find the rate of change. From 2 to 4 is a change of 2. From $1.40 to $2.80 is a change of $1.40. This is the rise. This is the run. Rise over run. So the rate of change is 70. How do you know this function is linear? Well, it's y equals mx plus b. I know it makes a straight line. Here we go. We have to match the graph with the function. Okay, this has an intercept at 3. That's a maybe. That's a no. The intercept's wrong. That's a maybe. That's a no. Okay, so it's one of these two. The slope is positive. The slope is positive. It's this one right here. This has a negative slope. Number 7. Select all the ordered pairs that go with this function. I'm going to plug in a 1 and see what comes out. If I plug in a 1, out comes a 7. That matches. If I plug in a 2, out comes a 12. That doesn't match, the 9. If I plug in a -2, out comes a -8. That matches. If I plug in a -3, out comes a -13. That doesn't match. So A and C go with that function. Now we have to match this function with the table of values. So I'm going to start by plugging in the first x. Let's plug in a -10. 4 times -10 is -40, minus 2 is -42. It doesn't match the 2, so that one doesn't work. Let's plug in -9. 4 times -9 is -36, minus 2 is -38. That one doesn't match. Let's plug in a -9 again. 4 times -9 is -36, minus 2 is -38. That matches. And if you keep going down, you're going to see all these other ones match also. And D does not work. Okay, not looking at that one. I'm going to plug in a 4 and see what comes out. If I plug in 4, out comes a -1. That matches. If I plug in an 8, out comes a 2. That doesn't match. If I plug in a -4, out comes a -7. That matches. If I plug in a 6, out comes a 0.5. That one doesn't match. Plug in the x's and see if the y's come out. Number 10. Which ones are functions? Y equals mx plus b is a function. This is not a function because 4 is taking 5 and 4 is taking 6, not a function. This is not a function because it fails the vertical line test. This is okay. 1 takes 2, 2 takes 3, 3 takes 4, 4 takes 5. That's good. 11. Create the function that matches this graph. Come down here and get the intercept. The intercept's at -5. Drawing a slope triangle, the slope is 3 over 1, or 3. Put it together, y equals mx plus b. There's my function. Here's a table of values. Build the function for it. Build the equation. This is the rise. This is the run. From 0 to 4, it went up by 4. From 8 to 16, it went up by 8. So my slope is rise over run. So my slope is 8 over 4, which is 2. My intercept is occurring right here. I know it occurs when x equals 0. X equals 0 gives me the y-intercept at 8. There's my slope. There's my intercept. Online books. Okay, how much is one book? Well, one book is just a little bit above 10, it looks like. So more than 10. How many books can you get for $90? $90 is right here, and that looks like I can get 7 books, so less than 10. If you buy 17 books, over here, 17 books is $120. So 120 divided by 17 is $7 a book, $7-ish. That's less than 10. If you buy 7 books, come in here, 7 books, $90. 90 divided by 7 gives you $12 a book, which is more than 10. Raymond. So I need to match this table with one of these equations. So start by plugging in a 1. Ready? 2 times 1 plus 4 equals 6, not 4.5. It's not that one. Let's try B. Half of 1 is 0.5 plus 4 is 4.5. This is the one that matches up. If you plug in a 1, out comes a 3.5, doesn't match. If you plug in a 1 here, out comes a 2, doesn't match. Build the equation for this graph. The intercept is at 0, the slope is negative 2/3. Intercept's at 0, slope is negative 2/3. There's your equation. And that's, oh, no. Number 15, go back to 15. 15A, you ready for the surprise, the video surprise? The video surprise is, ready? Video surprise number 15, bowling, bowling. Write down the word bowling on number 15. Thanks for watching. Bye.